Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Freeman. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peace. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback.
Touchdown, Wildcats. They grab the early lead.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The short hands, it's Culliver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now on the move. There he goes.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. Nice move, creates some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's York. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The toss sweep to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Freeman. Discards it with the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They got off to a flying start, touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying.
Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They feed him again. He breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Peace. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep.
Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Just feeds the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Toss to the left. Oh, better look out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a crease. It's York. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The run from the shotgun. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. It's Miranda. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Slams ahead, and they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air on second down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got it in the middle, it's Peace. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this run.
He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Gets it out fast. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding, and have a look.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Peace. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Northwestern right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. It's not there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance and turning it on. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Snagged in the middle. It's Peace. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Mung. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Myers on the move. A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Finds a little space. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes one man miss. Continues to fight for yards. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He's looking to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, and get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. Man, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for...